Hey traders, welcome to the weekly Forex forecast. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Let's go through the market straight away, wasting no time. Now, in terms of parabolic trends, there are very few around. The surprise on the elections drove the dollar up. So we are looking at a stronger dollar into the week, we think. However, this is the DXY. We can see that we have a double bottom from the long-term point of view, but we do have a longer-term downtrend here. So I think there may come into a bit of weakness this week. We're going to have to wait and see. The continuation of the strong dollar may continue. In order for this to go much higher, it needs to break the neckline at 107.31 and then head for 115.12. If it does that, then we are looking for some fantastic trades in the next week or two. In terms of the yen futures, remember the yen futures dictates the direction of the yens, of course. The stronger the yen futures, the weaker the prices are in terms of the pairs, pound yen, euro yen, etc. We're starting to see that right now. So we can see that we have a falling wedge, perfect scenario. So I've gone on to the chart patterns, the technicals behind the trends. But because there's no really strong parabolic trends that I can see, we have to look more technical. So we can see that any break of this falling wedge in the next 24 hours or so is highly likely to start to move up to 70.64. What this means for us as traders, all the yens are going to collapse in terms of the yen pairs, that is, of course. The Swiss franc futures has been very mixed as well, and as we can see, we've got a wave 5, which is an exhaustion phase, confirmed by an ABC pattern, which is the trade that we're looking for. So this, in terms of the Swiss franc futures, means it's very mixed. What's likely to happen, you're going to get a pullback that out to about 117.38, somewhere like that, in the next few days, and then head for, what is that target? Or 11149. That being the case, if this does fall at this stage, then you're going to see the buying of the pound Swiss, euro Swiss, and so on. In terms of the indices, we're seeing the Nasdaq into a parabolic trend. It was in a wave 4 and continued up into the wave 5. Now, what happens here usually is that the wave 4 does continue and push into a wave 5. The wave 5 really isn't confirmed until we get more detail. For instance, as an example, we would be looking for an ABC pattern for an exhaustion phase before it does that. So at the moment it is bullish. It's come above this support area now, so that there's a buying opportunity. So we're looking at targets of 22.96 this week, and then on to 26.320. So look out for that. It could be a fantastic buying opportunity if the wave 5 doesn't kick in. Similar situation for the Dow Jones into an uptrend, as you can see here. Parabolic, hence by the green flag. This is parabolic to the upside and highly likely to continue up into that wave 5. As long as the ABC pattern doesn't come into play, then we can expect it to move much higher. We'd have a target here of 44.730, 48.645 continuation pattern. In terms of gold, this is looking interesting. We could see a final collapse of gold, potentially, I say, hesitantly, because I don't like gold going down. I like it going up. That's how I make my money. And so therefore we do have a rising wedge pattern, and it has been broken. Okay, so that indicates further downside momentum is highly likely into this week. But if you notice this here, the wave 5 needs to be confirmed by the ABC pattern. So it's into an A now. A pullback is likely this week to 27.33, and then a target down here of what target is that? Let's have a look. Somewhere around there. 25.20 is the big number for this week. So look out for sells in terms of gold. You may find it pulls up into Monday, which is fine. And the number to look out for there is 27.33. If it comes to that, you may find it gets rejected at that price. Now, as I mentioned, the dollar is mixed, and so we're going to have to see where the DXY goes now. In terms of the euro dollar, we have to zoom out of this one into a ABC pattern. So C is down here, target 103.86. It is parabolic, so this is one to watch. US Swiss, let's cover this. I'm hesitant with the dollar at the moment because I really want to see where the DXY goes. Is it going to continue up? We have to wait and see. Now this is the US Swiss. So this is, well, it's been going up, hasn't it? Hopefully you got that trade in the last week or two. And it's now moving into a wave 3, which is a correction, and then possibly into a wave 4 at 85.80, somewhere around there. So any pullback down to 85.80 is highly likely to see a push up to the target of 90.53 if the dollar continues up and if the Swiss franc futures continues weak. So we're keeping an eye on this every day. Don't worry, for VIP members you will get the updates as I see them. And if you've got the charts, of course you've got the advanced pro charts. Of course you have. US yen, I'm interested in this, and you can see why straight away. I'm mostly waiting for the breakdown of this. If the dollar goes weak and the yen goes strong, that's a perfect combination for a down move on US yen. Notice the downtrend here, which is fantastic, and notice here the rising wedge, which is fantastic. So any breakdown of that is going to head for 140.60. Pound Aussie is in a downtrend. Is parabolic, and I've marked that, but I'm just a little bit hesitant because of this uptrend here. But we are looking probably at the target of 189.61. Again, we'll keep an eye on this and see where it goes next. New Zealand Canadian, I've marked this one as well, not as a parabolic trend, but as an interesting chart. We have a head and shoulders pattern which indicates further downside momentum is likely to 79.40, possibly, but also, which is contrarian to what I've just said, we do have a wave 4, which is a continuation of this uptrend. So you either have a target of 79.40 or a target here of 86.86. Either way, there's going to be a trade more than likely this week, but it's a lot of fun, isn't it? Euro Swiss, I have again a very similar situation with a triangle formation. Triangle formation breaks are typically a great way to trade. Any breakdown of this is going to head for 90.50, and any kind of break above the triangle formation then heads for 97.06. Once I spot it, guys, I will put that into the VIP room, and of course the signal guys will get that signal as well. But a fantastic looking chart, don't you agree? Yeah, this is the Aussie Swiss. We have a breakdown of this rising wedge, which indicates further downside momentum, but I want to see this trend line here broken first before I sell it into the downtrend. And the target here is, what is that? 53.40. Okay, on to the yens. This is looking like a lot of fun, guys, and I hope that you're going to benefit from this. We have an initial target here of 171.45. This could be traded as early as Monday, because if the Swiss franc pair futures goes weak, this will drive this down. If the yen futures go strong, which it looks like it wants to, then of course this will drive this down. I will not be putting on a target on mine. I'll be putting a massive target down here, 165. That's nearly, well, that's 900 pips from here. Euro yen, of course, as I mentioned, if the yen futures goes strong, this is a fantastic pattern because we have a head and shoulders, right shoulder, broken rising wedge. This indicates further downside to 153.71. This is very exciting. I've been waiting for the yens for several months. I've been very patient, and so have you. So congratulations if you have. We also have another target down here, which you can see How brave are you feeling? Okay, on to the New Zealand yen. Aren't these a fantastic set of charts? As you can see, I'm looking for a breakdown of this, well, a breakdown or a break up of this bullish pendant. Rising wedge could get broken to 82.92. If the price and the bullish pendant breaks, then we're talking about a price of 97.85. But for me, this is not bullish whatsoever. I think that if the yen futures goes strong, then all the yens are falling down. Aussie yen, target 90.37 once the rising wedge gets broken. Canadian yen, once the rising wedge gets broken, it looks like it could be imminent. Then we are talking about, this is looking even better. Now I've spotted this. Let's get rid of some of these lines for you. So what we have here is a rising wedge. This is simply a correction into an ABC pattern from a wave exhaustion, wave 5 formation. So this is looking fantastic. It could move down as far as 153 into the C chart target. So we've got an ABC pattern, which is the most powerful pattern within a wave 5. We also have a rising wedge, which is probably going to be broken on Monday. So get ready, guys. This is going to be good. We are short the pound yen on the lower time frame, so that's good. If you're not, we do have a double top, and downtrend is clear to see. We do have a target here of 190.101. I have a much bigger target, and I'll be trailing this using the advanced pro charts. So we are talking about here many thousands of pips into this week, maybe a couple of weeks, or maybe 2 or 3 weeks. It doesn't really matter. But there is certainly lots of opportunities here into the markets, despite the dollar being mixed. So we don't have to rely on the dollar. Now, back in the day, about January, I did say that Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000, if you remember, if you've been with me that long. But it's taken much longer than I expected, to be fair. We can see that we have a breakout now of this rectangle formation, sideways formation, for several months. In fact, now we have a breakout into a wave 4 pattern. You can't see that there, but it's a wave 4. And the prices are, targets are $88,881 and then to $98,100. Now I'm holding a Bitcoin wallet. I don't trade as such Bitcoin. I just hold the wallet. I've held the wallet for many years, and I just, when it gets to 100,000 or 200,000, wherever it's going to go, then I'll bank it. And it was $500 when I bought it 10 years ago. So just a reminder, all the yens getting ready, get ready. Not parabolic, but looking like technically perfect. What else? New Zealand, Canadian can go either way. Pound Aussie to the downtrend. US yen, possible downtrend into this week. Big move coming there. US Swiss to the upside. Aussie USD mixed. Euro dollar to the downside possibly, but I'm hesitant with that. Gold, certainly looking for big selling into gold, possibly. If it reverses or we get any news, then I will let you know.